I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, hello. Uh, when we last left off, um, uh, Othronus and Celia had gone off to look for this mysterious cloaked individual, but quickly lost track of their self-decided goal. Uh, After following a group that had left the festivities, um, they decided, well, they met a face that Nyla was familiar with, but they were unfamiliar with. Uh, Slive Rosenar, nicknamed Rose. Uh, and the three of them decided to follow an kind of this group that had wandered off from the party to go on a bit of a either tavern crawl or just take the festivities to the yawning portal. Um, they decided that it would be a fun idea to see what was down that big old well at the center of the tavern and devised a scheme to lower Celia on a rope that they had set up. Uh, After a decent amount of testing and a little bit of mishap, if I remember correctly, uh, they managed to lower her down, let her see something glimmering in the dark looking back at her with 8 eyes, scuttle off, and she decided that she had had enough and decided to climb up the rope as well as being pulled up. Uh, which I believe that is where we will pick up uh, on that end of things. But back at the party, uh, Cordelia and Fala had been dancing in the moon sphere, having a good time. They decided to uh, go and grab a drink, or they talked a bit more. And one thing led to another, and Fala expressed that she had feelings for Cordelia, and Cordelia, well, seemed to uh, agree isn't the right word. uh,
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate, yes. Um, After a couple of drinks and a kiss, they decided to head back on their way back to the uh, Troll Skull Alley for the night. When on their way back, Cordelia ran into a familiar figure, Silas Duncan, who is still uh, geared to be her groom to be, her dearly beloved, that is very unbeloved. Uh,
Hmm?
and after a brief encounter, uh, Cordelia had snapped out at him uh, and threatened and followed through, pulling her rifle out and shooting him in the face. Uh, Silas reeled for a solid moment or two. Um, Shortly before, actually, he had advised her that she should probably look behind her. Uh, Cordelia did not take him up on that offer and took that shot. But then very quickly felt the impact of a stone hand smash into her side as she uh, flew into the crowd a good couple of feet um, and blacked out. Um, I think we're going to begin this session with Cordelia. Uh,
All right.
everything just went
You can't
black.
see my face through you can't see my face through this recording right now, but I'm just like, I got my teeth gritted.
uh, everything just went black. And you felt this sharp pain in your side. And you're not really sure, I think, immediately how much time has passed. But your eyes flutter open, and Fala is actually over you. You feel
Mm-hmm.
uh, warm healing magic kind of flow over you into your chest area. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you do feel like there's a continued pain there, but go on and take 7 points of healing. I did not intend that to be
Oh,
right back to where you started, but you know what?
okay, so I didn't have to make a death saving throw?
Uh, you uh, this is very shortly after, like right after this happened, you realize as this jade statue that you saw before is still standing right about where you assume it was when it smacked you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you you kind
All
of
right.
your body winces in pain. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Follis kind of muttering to herself and you as she says, "Oh dear thing, you got a cracked rib. I think you gotta. We gotta take you
Oh,
back."
what? What? No, crack, rib. This ain't a barbecue. Duncan, where's Silas? And then she tries
Cordelia,
to sit
please
up
calm
and
down. Yeah, yeah.
where'd he go?
Uh,
Ow!
roll a bit
Ow!
like
Ow!
a bit
Ow!
of
Ow!
roll a con save, I think, as you're sitting up in defensive. Uh,
5.
5.
Okay.
You kind of wince in pain again. Yeah, you're pretty sure something's either cracked or broken. Um,
Boy.
no damage for the moment, but uh, you look up and your questions are answered. He is
Oh.
standing there as cocky as ever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're on the map, you're probably around
Uh-huh.
here at that point. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Silas is still standing there. Um, uh, you see him like move to walk over, but you see him actually get stopped by one of his posse, one of the people that are with him at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. Um, you actually would recognize him as well. Let me get the art first. Um, I don't think you've seen him as much, or you might not recognize him. If you'd like, I think you can roll a
Mm-hmm.
history check if you would like on this individual.
Absolutely. History, history, history.
Spindly
Aha!
figure
That's a
stands a
6.
bit. Ooh, a 6. Standing a bit shorter than Silas. He looks familiar. You remember seeing him around Phandalin, I think, still with that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I think with a 6, you remember him giving advice to Silas in the past. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that's probably all with that. Uh, I think as you're observing the scene as well, you see that your rifle has slid to the ground roughly 5 feet away.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
the
uh,
crowd has kind of parted around you as you slid along the ground. There's murmuring,
mm-hmm,
chatting. Nobody's really sure what's going on at the moment.
mm-hmm. Cordelia will just kind of wiggle her hand towards her rifle and just like looking up to Fala, trying to gather an expression to something that conveys what she's thinking, which is pleading, and she'll say, "Fala, can you get me my rifle? Just I don't think I'm in the mood to shoot that again, but you just get it for me, please."
Yeah, I'll grab that for you, but I don't think this is the time to be picking fights.
No, 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 but he can't get away, Fala.
He's horrible, and he's awful from everything that I've heard. But I don't
The
think
worst.
we can or should take him at the moment. I
But the authorities, they gotta know. We gotta watch where he goes, Fala, please.
uh, with that she was kind of I think helping you stay upright. I think she's
Mm-hmm.
kind of moving away, so I don't think you need to roll anything, but you're kind of like I think struggling a bit more to support your weight
Mm-hmm.
on this sort of injury that you've now gained. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but but it's only a moment that she takes to kind of scoot over to the rifle, pull it closer.
Mm-hmm.
Cordelia, you've got to promise me not to that you're not going to keep on starting fights right now. You're really you're going to be
I can't
fine.
promise that when
You're
it's
going to be fine.
him. I'm gonna be fine. I can't say the same about him. Ow.
Uh, let's see. Um, Silas takes a couple steps closer. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
any reaction from Cordelia?
She's just she's gritting her teeth, both in pain and in anger. She's trying to stare him down, trying to look tough, but I think the apparent pain she's feeling is betraying her.
Yeah. As he marches over now, he's actually got cloth to his face that is red with blood. You can see now as
Mm-hmm.
he turns towards you. Um, uh, yeah. Uh, uh,
Coming back for more, huh?
oh, we'll settle this at some point, darling. We've
Some point, why not now, you coward?
got to work on your self control. Seeing as it's my first night in the city, I've got other business to attend, but trust me, I got my eye on you. Uh, Cordelia, I mean, no, not Cordelia. Fala actually perks up, says, leave her alone, you undignified asshole. Uh, kind of catches herself a bit.
Cordelia look at her like, oh my god, did she just swear? Like that little tiny eyebrow raise, like, huh?
Wait, what? Who are you and what have you done with Fala?
Precisely, Miss Folly. You understand what a piece of shit this man is. So where are you going,
Who do
Silas?
I
What? what is it you want to? What is it you want to discuss, Al? And she's
What is
gonna try
this?
to stand up, I guess.
Uh, roll a Constitution saving throw at advantage because Follow is helping you stand, or at least supporting you.
Okay. All right. Well, that was lucky. That is a 23.
23. Uh, yeah, he actually looks a little bit surprised at uh your standing up so quick after this injury.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, if you need to know, you don't. I I'm sure you'll find that out soon enough. Maybe next time we speak.
And when will that be? Gonna hurt more innocent folks too? Take more land?
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't hurt anybody. You're the one that caused this scene, Cordelia.
You're the one who caused it by coming here after all that you do. You are a criminal, Silas Duncan, and you ought to be wiped clean off the earth.
Maybe. Well, until we meet again, darling dearest. And he
Don't you ever call that.
turns and walks away. Uh, you see this individual that I was talking to a moment ago actually kind of like nod at him as he's not necessarily like a full on like approving nod, but like a good sort of nod.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, what a douche.
That's an understatement. Father, we gotta follow him.
Really? But what
Yes.
in your state? That's I don't think that's a good idea.
We gotta know where he's going. For all I know, he could be keeping my mama and my little brother, or even my daddy or grandpa or somebody. He could be keeping them cooped up in a cellar or a warehouse or something.
Uh, roll a persuasion check.
Okay, I might have a chance at this. Oh no, never mind. 12.
Uh, Fala thinks for a moment, um, and says, "That might be true, but what are you planning on doing about it like this? You're Cordelia. You're not in a state where you can handle something like that. I don't think they.
No, but I can at least know.
We can let the authorities know to give a keep an eye on him. But I don't think we should go sneaking around uh, just because he's here. From what you told me, it seems like he keeps his butt. Does kind of hesitate there. His butt covered whenever he's interacting with the law.
Yeah. Well, then we can at least go to a police station, inform the sheriff or the whatever the big law is here.
Uh, you see as let me roll something. Actually, Cordelia, could you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah. Hey, that's a 3.
3. All right, so odd. Uh,
Uh-huh.
You see, you notice one of those griffin riders from the sky that were circling above broke
Yeah.
off and flew down and is
Mm-hmm.
landing in this courtyard uh, next to Silas.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
I think you're a bit far away at this point. He's walked away a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think at this right at the moment you can make out what he's saying.
Well, we can sneak a bit, we can tiptoe a bit closer and at least peek around something.
Uh, we could try.
All right. All right, let's go. We'll be covert about this. Whoop.
Sure. Uh,
And she'll just sort of scuttle around.
scuttle around.
I'm
Uh,
guessing here. Yep.
yeah.
Like
Um,
like
Fala,
here,
yeah.
maybe.
She helps you move. Yeah, if you want to move over there, to get a better angle of this.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Uh, you over here, I don't think you're particularly. You can well, you can roll to hide at disadvantage, I think. There's not really much to hide behind. Uh, that is if you're hiding.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just trying to hide, keep like not make any noise, stay behind something, or stay near something that she can duck behind. I guess a barrel
Well, again,
or a
this
wall.
kind of courtyard is cleared out for the most part. The people
Yeah.
are kind of clearing out, and this
Mm.
uh, courtyard is kind of not doesn't have anything. Yeah, the image is a
Eh.
bit misleading. All these stalls and all these supplies have been cleared out and pushed to the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, yeah,
Okay, so the stalls aren't there.
yeah, the stalls are not there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry, it's a bit misleading. Uh,
yeah. So, I guess just trying to keep her distance, then I guess she'll just be trying to play it cool.
yeah. So roll stealth. I think this is just to see how much attention you're drawing to yourself as you're approaching. Like if nobody's really paying mind at the moment, or if everybody's seeing this goblin,
Uh-huh.
or somewhere in
Okay.
between.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
17 plus 3. Yeah.
Let me actually check something. So okay. Dirty 20, you said, versus okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think as you're kind of coming in close to hear what's going on, you uh kind of pick up at the point where Silas is saying, "That's when she turned a gun on me," and well, I saw the big green giant lady uh, barreling towards her. I advised her to look behind her, but she didn't want to take the time, and well,
Son of a
you see what
bitch.
happened.
Oh, oh gosh, dang it. The son of a
Is this
gun.
uh as he's saying this Griffin Cavalry rider is kind of paying attention to Silas, and then he kind of looks up at you. Uh,
Mhm.
um, was this true? Did you turn this gun on him and fire?
That I did, but you have to know that he he tried to force me to marry him, and he's holding my property,
Did he
or my daddy's
do
property,
what?
and he,
What did he do to provoke the attack in this instance?
in this instance, by being here, he followed me, I'm sure. I ran away, he tried to force me to marry him, and I ran here, a runaway bride. I've got some fine friends who can attest to that, and I'm pretty sure he's followed me here to pursue me, so that to force me to get to turn my property over to him through marriage.
Ma'am, I understand that. Roll I think at this point to
All
see
right, all
how
right.
it's going.
Woo, yes. Okay, base 18.
Base
All
18.
right, 18. That's what it is.
All right. Base 18, 18. Fair enough.
Yep.
Uh, so uh, this Griffin Cavalry Rider kind of turns to Silas and is like, "Is this true?" And says, "Well, it's a bit of a simplification. Uh, nonetheless, this is uncalled for. Man, you are not the law of the city. We cannot have you just shooting its inhabitants at your pleasure. If you'll come with me to
He
the
ain't an inhabitant. He's
come with me, I you are not. Uh, you will need to stand trial for this.
no.
Uh,
You don't understand.
Fala mimics this and's like, you don't understand. This guy's an absolute asshole. Damn it! I said it. Oh gosh. um. Uh. Nonetheless, this writer says, uh, nonetheless, we still need to determine the justice of this situation. If you have a trouble with him, that is a personal matter, and if you believe that there are legal wrongdoings in his actions, that should be taken up with the city itself,
there
the city
are
legal system. Now, if you'll come with me,
there
I.
are absolutely
Hmm?
there are absolutely legal problems here. And if you can keep him here, then I will go. I will go and I will testify. And I will give you every truth that I have against this man.
Hmm. Well, that will be a separate issue to resolve. Um, he turns towards Silas. Uh, as Silas says, now, I understand that there was a bit of a miscommunication. Is that right? I don't think she intended any harm. I, uh, I don't think she needs to spend her night in jail. Don't you think? As he actually turns towards you.
As what?
Uh, he's just stated that he doesn't think that you need to that you should be spending your night in jail, and that he's basically giving you the offer that you know, as long as it is good with the authority of the city, he's not planning on. He doesn't think that uh, you need to go to jail for the night for this. We each got our injuries here. Eye for an eye and all that. Eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's strange, sir. You don't seek. You don't want her to face the penalty for this? I think that she knows not to do it again. As he kind of gives a cold stare at you,
Mhm.
kind of
She's just
looking
gonna
for your
return
reaction.
that, glancing between him and Silas. Yeah, she's just, like, glancing between, him and Silas.
Well, Silas said that. Silas was
Oh,
the one that
between
said that.
Silas and the officer.
Yeah. Uh, uh, that's that's unprecedented. I There will still be a fine for the disruption of the peace, nonetheless. Do you think that you can pay that?
Fine. Well, I don't know. How much is this fine?
I'm sorry, I'm actually checking right now.
That's right, I
Uh,
forgot there were laws posted here.
yeah, there are laws. 25 gold
Yeah,
pieces.
who would have thought? Oh, hell, I can pay that. Yeah.
And you will have a warning. If this is to happen again, your next offense will be of greater penalty. Do you understand?
Understood. I understand, and I can pay it, but I will say I'm trying to give you folks, you good lawful folks, a hand taking this man out.
Trust me, I think that he will have an eye kept on him and his behaviors as he actually scowls over at Silas as well. If what you
Woo!
say are if what you say is true, uh, well, there will be things that need to be discussed. Silas kind of puts a hand up. It's like, yet again, it's a bit more complicated than that. And this Griffin Cavalry rider just kind of like shoots him a glare. Uh,
Mhm.
I advise you part ways for the evening, unless you want. There will be penalties the next time that the two of you come to blows like this. Understood?
And then, understood. And she's gonna turn to Silas and limp up towards him, handing her rifle off to Fala before she does that.
Uh, so you're not taking Fallow's help walking these steps forward?
No, she's gonna try to take these on her own, holding her side.
Uh, I think I think at this point you're stable enough that you can walk slowly on your own. Uh,
Mhm.
though you definitely are noting that this is like a bit of a
Major
task at the
pain.
moment. Yeah, not
Yeah.
a great feeling. Uh,
Mhm.
you are Silas says understood and kind of turns towards you as well.
Now, Silas, this is gonna have to come down between you and me. And if needs be, I say we meet outside the city to handle this, like men, or what you claim to be, whatever the hell you are. We'll handle this just you and I.
They got spirit, kid, and I think he kind of
That's
uh,
one way to put it.
leans in a little bit and kind of scowls. I'll be seeing you
Mhm.
around.
See ya.
And he turns and steps away.
Mhm. As soon as he has his back turned, she'll just sort of gasp and sort of grapple for Fala to come
Yeah,
and help her stand
yeah.
again.
Yeah, I think at this point roll a Constitution save. Just kind of deal with this.
Okay, that's a 16.
All right. You're able to stay on your feet until Fala does kind of catch you. And
All right.
so you all right? You're good? You're good?
Much, much obliged, Miss Fowler. Whew. Well, you see, well, you saw. I'm sorry I ruined this evening for you. I really am.
I think there's more important things going on at the moment than just the evening. Uh, but it's been lovely though. Um, she actually
Was.
kind of pats her dress a little bit, like she's looking for something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, does Cordelia note anything?
She'll just sort of raise a brow. What you looking for?
Uh, kind of finds what she's looking for, kind of on the pouch at the back of her dress. There it is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one, two. You said it was 25. Three, four, five, six, seven. Uh,
Oh, Fowler, no, 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 no.
no,
I can pay this myself.
you've had a day, and you don't need to deal with this on top of everything else. If you want to
But Fowler,
pay me
this is
back,
my mistake.
Cordelia, if you want to pay me back, makes um make sure you think through what you're doing in the future. And maybe a second date if you're
Right?
up for that later.
That'll get a smile from her. Of course. And I'll pay for the date. You don't need to worry about none of that with you paying this fine. You're such a dear, Miss Fowler.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Of
Uh,
course.
hmm. uh, with that, you see Fala kind of awkwardly hand this gold that she's kind of picked out of her coin purse to this Griffin Cavalry rider. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's just kind of like sitting there a little awkwardly. Uh, well, I hope that you learned uh, your lesson at this point. I I have to advise
If I'm
against,
gonna pick a fight, pick it out of town.
or maybe don't start the fight at the very least.
Oh, I didn't start it, sir. But I'll take your advice kindly, and I wish you a good night and and safety in all your good lawfulness.
All right. If you need me again in the future, my name is Garth Bloodmark. I hope if we see each other again, it's on better terms.
Garth. I think I know a singer by your name. I think I do. Sounds familiar.
I will post the name in there. It's not art. I'm going to put it in there as reference for later. Uh, all right. Have a nice
All
evening
right.
and stay safe.
You too.
Make
All right.
responsible choices. I'll make sure of that.
All right. Will do.
Um, and with that, he kind of gives the griffin he's riding a bit of a kick as it kind of takes several bounds forward, and it's whoops up into the air again. Um, yeah. All right.
All
I
right.
can probably patch up a bit better at home. Um, Here, let me hold on to this, and she hand you your rifle.
Mm-hmm. Use it like
Uh,
a cane.
uh, she's actually going to attempt to pick you up. Uh,
Aww, this
so
is so cute.
she uh, let's see, um, is able to do so, but seems to be struggling a bit after a couple of seconds. With your
Mm-hmm.
smaller stature, I think it is easier, but she's also not
Mm-hmm.
uh, the strong type necessarily in the
Oh,
conventional strength sense, at least.
oh, bless her pea picking heart. Oh my goodness.
uh, it is bridal carry. Don't want to injure that injury more than it is. Um,
Yeah, definitely not.
she actually brings you over around the corner to that carriage that was waiting uh, for the rest of the group as well. It's like, okay, it's still
Mm-hmm.
here. All right, all right. And she sets you out in front of the door to this carriage. It's like, what happened to you guys?
Oh, nothing. Just just a little fun.
Fun. All right. Well, where do you
Mm-hmm.
want me to take you? Corlon's Crown on Trollskull Alley. All right. Uh, you got it. And he begins driving off after you guys enter into it. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna pick up with the two of you in a little bit.
A King couple.
All in all, could have gone worse.
They're See, this is just the start of them becoming a daredevil couple so that we can build our circus. It's gonna happen. We're Cordelia's gonna be in a circus, whether it's built by the party or outside the party.
She just wants to be
Okay,
in a circus.
define circus, just for my clarification.
I mean, I want her to be in a
I want to
circus. I
be
don't
a
know if that's necessarily her goal,
circus.
but it's what I want for her. And I know best as her mother and creator. Okay, so circus to me, it's gotta be in a striped tent. There's gotta be at least one trapeze artist and like somebody with an exotic animal that's well trained to like dance. You know, I mean that's my general guidelines
Oh
for a
god.
circus.
Is it bad that I think we've done that before in one of the other campaigns?
I mean, we
I
had a
wouldn't be
circus one
surprised.
shot.
Not even that, though.
Yep.
Just us randomly making characters at some point got to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Sharzu,
I don't know.
basically Wolfman, and
Yeah, that's true.
Sume was the wolf tamer. Wait, no, it was
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Makoto.
adorable.
It was tamer. Hmm. Uh,
I think
anyway,
Makoto would have just swallowed
no, it
sword.
was Sume, sword swallower. Uh, yes. Uh, so I think we are picking up with Othranus and Celia and Rose at the yawning portal. As Celia, you are scrambling out of the yawning portal.
I'm telling you, there was something in there with 8 eyes.
I believe you. It's just
Sure. And it's not coming up here, right?
I mean, no.
what was the last thing you saw, dude?
8 eyes looking at me.
Did it like begin crawling up, or did it like
That would
I
have
don't know,
probably been a
disappear? I don't
really
know.
good thing to notice, huh?
She
Did,
kind of looks
did she
over.
notice I dropped the coin and it scurried away, or is that something else?
Right. I think that would be happening right about now. If you still want to do that. Because I guess we
And
did
I
that last session by.
dropped a bit of light down there to see what would happen. I saw it and scurried away.
Yeah. So that just happened. That, I mean, I guess that answers that question.
See?
Did you want to go down there and fight it or pet it? I don't know.
I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's a spider, but that honestly could be a lot of things.
I mean, it might be a spider. A really big spider. A lot of spiders? I don't know. But they didn't look like there was anything valuable down there. At least nothing that I could see.
But like, how far do
Uh,
you have to see down there? Like, were you close? Were you far away?
No, it was pretty far. We would
I guess that makes sense.
definitely need more rope.
hmm. I think Durnan probably would want to charge us again if some of us went down there again.
It's fine. But I'm not planning on going down there anytime soon.
Yeah. Do you want to get a drink now, or do you want to keep on messing with the whole?
I do. Do you
Drink
two?
time. Yes, please.
That's a, on me, I think. Been a weird night, and you guys are giving me a bit of a treat by coming out with me here.
I mean, not really. This is just. I wouldn't call this a normal night. This is more
Yeah,
just where I end up.
a normal night.
Fair enough, I guess. So
Yeah,
it's your
all implies
favorite place then?
usual.
Fair.
I don't know about favorite, but maybe the one we visited most often, most recently.
I mean, you guys,
Once again, just an if.
from the sounds of it, you guys have your own place now. That's what Nyla said anyway.
That
What the gossip around town is.
I'd more believe that better for more along with what we were doing.
I think it's still a work in progress. The alcohol there moves on its own.
Most of it isn't great, and I may or may not have gained a sixth sense from it.
Like, what can you read my mind? Can you read my mind?
Oh, can you read my mind?
I can't read your mind. Can you read my mind?
No.
You know, I'm pretty sure you really have to tell me if you can read my mind.
I don't think I legally have to tell you anything.
Nah, I'm teasing. I'm kidding with you.
He's going to take out 2 small parchments and write 2 quick notes.
Oh no.
One he's going to hand to Celia. The other one he's going to hand to Rose.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yours says you're thinking about burning something down.
I
And
take it that's yeah.
the one for Rose is you're thinking about what weird people you've just met.
Well, I mean, it's not entirely wrong.
I mean, just gonna crumple up that note and toss it over his shoulder.
Into the pit.
Into the pit.
See, now you're just giving information to the enemy.
I'll think of it as a warning.
Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do with it? Read it with their 8 eyes, I guess.
Leave a light if they ever see someone they think they just saw, know to be not afraid of fire.
Yes.
And then that's when I hit him with something different.
Always keep them
Like,
guessing.
Exactly.
or you just hit them with fire again because they thought that they were gonna be prepared for fire, but they thought they were gonna do something else. And is this too many layers of overthinking?
Not when it comes to fire.
Is fire like your group mascot or
I
something?
mean, what if I just do a bigger explosion than what they were originally planning for?
Is that just so you hit them with it and not miss?
I didn't miss.
I guess.
I aimed for your foot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that why you hit me in the chest?
Wait, hit you?
Totally.
You wait. So what happened? You hit
He's
him in the
just
chest?
upset that I may have set him kind of on fire.
I'm actually fine with being set on fire. It's the fact that I held him for you, point blank, and somehow it went around him to me.
It was more
That's the part I
impressive
felt
that
about.
way. You had a shield, and I went around it.
Rose
I
holds up the
didn't
paper again.
realize
It's
you
like,
were me when you said you were going to finish him off.
so this is accurate then. Holding up that piece of paper that you wrote your message on, Othronus.
He just takes a drink and taps the side of his head.
Yeah.
Oh, please
So you
don't inflate his
guys,
ego.
you mentioned that
I'm
you're not
don't
really sure
remember
what.
my name being Nyla.
No.
Oh man, you guys mentioned that you guys are planning on, or you weren't sure what you were doing with the tavern. Do you guys have any plans or anything in mind at all?
I have wild admirations and ridiculous ideas. That's about it.
I mean, what else can you have? I guess.
Thought out plans and specified instructions, so I've been told.
I have
Sure.
made it. I'm in the process of making it somewhat livable for myself, so
So do you not need my room anymore, or
oh no, I do need a room. It's in process.
fine? But like at least an hour a day, I need the bath.
I mean, I'm not going to be
Now,
there the entire day.
ow, wow, that's. I mean, yeah, no, you're well groomed, man. Good on you.
Everyone has their rest relief. Really just involves a bottle and the soak.
Yeah, plenty of stress to go around.
That
Kind
and
of looks a little deflated, maybe.
I mean, look, if we really want to call this night a nice stress relief, I heard of it's supposed to.
Oh, the one that you and Cordelia really enjoyed. Yeah.
Talking about the. Because there's some sketchy temples in the city, and there's like that can mean a lot of them, honestly.
I want to say us being naked in a bathhouse would narrow it down, but I don't think it will.
I think I get the one that you're talking about soon. Yeah, I was thinking you were meaning Joaquin,
Joaquin.
but
Maybe.
uh, yeah, I'm not like a hugely religious person, but there's a Joaquin. He's the god of money,
Oh.
and well,
I write
he's
down something else on another piece of paper.
it's
Celia looks much more interested.
actually a joint temple with the goddess of luck, and I think you could probably see where this is going.
Yeah, he writes down, "You're going to want to go to this temple now."
So, where did you
Yeah,
say this temple was?
Yeah, it's about right.
Okay.
In the Sea Ward, I believe. Is that your next planned stop, or?
It sure is. Let's go.
Only if we get to stop by the other temple later.
Deal.
Yeah.
That's fair. Care to join us?
Sure. I'm sure, if nothing else, this will be an entertaining sight to see.
Okay. Oh, a good excuse is always I was following them because I was afraid they'd hurt themselves if and when we ever run into any guards. Just for your sake.
Are you planning on running into trouble or having trouble when you run into guards?
I believe I had this conversation about prior plans and not really having them.
Right. Right. Speaking of, why were you leaving again? I think I asked you this before, but you seem to be looking for something or someone.
I thought it'd be interesting to find someone who looked like they didn't want to be found, but then they were really good at not wanting to be found.
Talking about the that cloaked figure that's been stalking around.
That
What?
and the fact that you showed up right around the time when the owl or griffin riders were doing their
Oh,
circle.
me or her?
I mean, I don't know. Are you being chased by
Both?
them too?
Not that I'm aware of.
So it's a maybe then.
Maybe, maybe I am.
And I definitely don't judge. All right, let's get going.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've heard, the gossip around the town is that uh, she's somebody named Black, or not the Black Viper. Uh, let's talk and walk. Is that all right?
Sure thing.
Uh, so you actually get out to the map of Waterdeep because that seems like the most relevant right now.
Weird, or does it seem like we're gonna somehow try to like rope her into some kind of heist by the time we get there?
Absolutely. We're
I
such good
mean,
influences.
did
Let's
you
do
have
this.
something in mind, or?
No, but I'm thinking this may just fall into a last, like the whole yawning portal thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not the first stupid dangerous plan that we've done tonight, I guess. Uh, nah, it's fun. It's what it's about. Uh, but yeah, the Black Viper. Again, gossip around the town, the cities. She's some kind of cat burglar or thief, or she's made the name for herself. Uh, particularly stealing from nobles. It seems like. Um, from what I hear, she's. I mean, the name at least comes from another Black Viper from over a century ago, but you know, she was long dead, so nobody really knows what's going on with this person.
Was that a confirmed death or just a rumored speculation for an activity?
Well, I mean, it was confirmed that she was human, and well, humans kind of. She does like a gesture to like herself, then Othronus, then kind of like tilts her head a little bit, then like does look. Don't tend to live more than a century.
It depends on the human. I've seen some go for way past their prime, and stubborn bastards won't die.
I mean, that's
But
fair, I guess.
I get the meaning, yeah. But
I guess
still,
people like cheating death for that reason in particular.
some don't even try. They just do because they're angry.
Fair enough.
But no, yeah, back to that. And you don't think this might be a whole new apprentice protege? Or do you think this is just someone who's taken up the name?
I'm not really sure. It's uh, not really much has been confirmed about this new Black Viper. Uh, I I probably have to guess somebody taking up the name, unless you think it's the old Black Viper.
I mean, as much as I'd like to say there's no way that could happen, there's a few I could list off the top of my head actually that could be her, the original anyway.
You do?
I've seen some people brought back. I've seen some people be.
Interesting. You've got some connections, man.
Never said it was anything to do with me. Just heard stories, seen some weird shit, and supposed rumors.
Oh, well, there's a difference between hearing stories and seeing these things happen. In my opinion, at least.
Hmm. No, you know what? I'm gonna just say I was seeing things because of the drinks and just pretend I don't know what I don't.
Fair enough.
Better at night anyway.
Yeah. So
He
you
took
are able.
a mug from that place before I paid and left, so he's still drinking.
Just walked out with a mug.
Took the mug with him, and it's like Bonnie, like a couple minutes later, where'd they go? Where's that mug?
Just
No,
an
not
extra
again.
goal for the table.
Not again, not again. Uh,
I don't know what you guys were expecting. I'm making a mug with a troll skull on it. I need a design.
I thought
Oh
you were going
god.
to mount it on the wall, or am I misremembering? It's
I
been a
was
while.
gonna make it on a sign, but I'm taking half the skull for that and the other half for a mug.
Right. All right. Uh, so you are brought by uh, Rose Sleeve, is her name proper, uh, to the Sea Ward. I don't know if there might be a building actually labeled after this. I don't remember offhand, but there is. I think you passed by a number of temples, probably including that temple this soon. Uh, and let me see. Is it marked on this map? Sorry.
Actually, I'm definitely gonna swing by there real quick and ask if they have any closing hours.
Uh,
Because it's already pretty late in the evening, and there's a giant festival, and we're going other places first.
yeah. Uh, uh, let's see. Where would that be? Okay. All right. Let me actually mark down where some of these temples are that you visit. Um, so I checked, and apparently it is not uh, not passing by necessarily. Uh, but you can. I think there's a way that if you want to swing by there, you can.
I'll probably mention that just to see if I can get a quick time check.
Celia looks impatient.
Your temple will
Fair
still be
enough.
there tomorrow.
And so will yours.
I'm not planning on spending the night in your temple, though.
I am. Let's go.
Hello.
Oh, there's a part of me that wants to say this, but there's no reason for it. Does this temple give her the option of a full Scrooge McDuck bath?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? Of course. No, I mean,
Yes.
are you talking about the temple of uh, Timora or? uh,
Dealer's choice. I have no idea what any of these guys will do exactly.
okay. Right. So going through the temples that you have visited so far, this one up here is the Temple of Soon, and this is the one that Live is taking you to. The Tower of Luck is what it's known as.
Fun.
Perfect. Sounds like just my kind of temple.
My kind of temple.
Absolutely. Let's go.
So are there just card games being played outside, just hustlers?
Oh, of course.
So this is where they go to train. Okay.
Oh, we
So are
might
you
see that
going
guy that
to?
Nyla threatened.
Still owe him 2 gold. I gotta find him.
He might be there.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
did
go
see
check.
him at the party, but he dipped. He dipped.
Why? He didn't see Nyla there.
It's true.
I think it's just, association.
He's like,
I'm
oh
gonna
no,
have to
it's
hunt him
them.
down.
Yep. That's exactly what he wants, to be hunted down.
I like it or not, he's gonna get paid.
This
It's
poor
gonna be
guy.
like a slasher movie horror fic where eventually I'm gonna catch him in a dark alley.
Oh
Just right when he thinks
no.
it's gonna happen, just 2 coins are gonna drop by his feet, and then I'm gonna leave.
Oh no.
And I'm just gonna leave him there so confused.
Uh, so, are you going to the Temple of Soon first, or are you going to the Tower of Luck?
I guess we'll go to the
Since
Temple
you
of
wanted to go to the
Soon
Tower
so
of Luck,
that
we'll go.
we could see if they close soon.
You sure?
Because if not, then I feel like you're just going to be upset for the rest of the night.
No, it just means I have to go somewhere else. It's not really a big thing.
Where else would you?
Uh,
No, never mind. Never mind. Let's just go make sure that they'll still be open.
Rose kind of gives like a quizzical look. It's like, do you have something in mind, or
I mean, unless you know, Rose, by chance, do you know if that specific temple closes or?
I can't say that's one that I frequent necessarily.
I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's great service.
The one time we need
I
Nyla,
mean
damn it.
the the beauty services like that I have gone to before. Not often. My mother is a bit of a diva, so she thinks that she knows best. And the she does the air quote motion without saying anything.
Maybe don't let her and Nyla meet too soon. Just word of warning.
Of my mother and Nyla. Yeah, no, I've gotten a sense that that was probably a good idea.
No, suit yourself.
Yeah, so I think you swing by and you're able to look out easily enough from somebody, um, standing near the building. I think somebody that is just recently left, that they close at midnight. I'll say that it is currently 10 o'clock.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Seems fair. Let's go to the Temple of Luck. Hopefully we
Let's
can swing by here
go.
beforehand. If not,
Yeah. Let me just check something real quick. Because I believe you are passing by another temple on your way to the Tower of Luck at that from where you are. Let me see
ooh, which one?
which one. I think you're only seeing it like down the road. guys are reaching this point, you see down there, there is a quizzical looking table. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I've got the right description up. I'm bouncing between tabs.
So pink one is the Sarah, on the yellow one or the orange, or is that yellow? Tower of Luck, right?
Yes. Okay, where? Sorry. You see a temple down the road that is this tall building that seems to have it's a bit strange to call it a temple, I think you would say, as it seems like it's more of some kind of workshop. And Rose kind of makes notes like, yeah, that's the House of Inspired Hands. That's where a lot of crafting goes on. They worship God there.
Right, the one that makes things.
Yeah, the one that makes things. Some eggheads for sure, but they've come up with all kinds of weird and useful things.
I mean, look, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but when someone can show me a knife that can also punch you when it cuts you, that's a pretty good invention.
It's fair. It's if it does its job, then yeah, by all means.
Yeah,
Sylvia
Nick,
looks a
like
little
talking about
wide-eyed.
perfection.
There's
Well,
a knife that does that?
I now want
I
the
don't know.
extended punch with like essentially barbed
Extendo
wire.
knife punch. That I mean, do you want to go there? Do you want to go to
Nope, Tower of Luck.
Tower of Luck? I mean, there's
No, just some observations for later because I'm thinking I've seen that
yeah.
quite before. Now I'm just going to weaponize it.
I mean, yeah, I think most of their stuff just is used for children's toys. That's how I think most people see it. But you know, whatever floats your boat. So continuing down the road, you make your way to the Tower of Luck. For my next trick, I will search for the right description again. This tower is actually more of a many-pillared atrium with this kind of glass roof. As you're kind of entering in, there's this bronze sculpture of a childlike female figure depicted as this laughing young girl. She appears to be leaping from the top of this fountain that she is part of. The sculpture is part of. You see there is this kind of walkway kind of around on the other side of this fountain. And as well, you see people standing from the balcony and tossing in various kinds of coins. And this fountain seems to be filled with them. Coins of all kinds of varieties. Gold, silver, copper, electrum, platinum, all of them are in there.
Can I make a quick
all of
perception check? Is there just one electrum in there? Or is
roll a
that where
perception
all the
check.
electrum in the world is?
Make a perception check. Watch, you're gonna roll like stupid high on this. Get that nat 20.
It would make sense.
Although now it's been spoken, so it may or may not come to pass.
That's an 8.
Well, I mean that's not a nat 20. Uh, I think with the water rippling the way it is, you can't really make out. You see the colors of all these different kinds of coins, but Electrum kind of looks a bit too much like platinum, so coloration wise, at least I'm
Okay,
rippling
now I have
water
to
like this.
check.
So.
Because if I think it's platinum, I'm like, who actually threw a platinum in there?
I mean, are you looking for people platinum or?
I'm literally just looking around for people who might be throwing in platinum. Now at the crowds.
Uh, you don't see anybody throwing in platinum. It it might be just the way that the water's looking. Again, it's rippling, I think, a good amount. It's mostly you see all these different color, multicolored coins uh, adorning the bottom of this fountain.
That's fair.
If you want to get a closer look, you can,
I think I'll
but that
ask.
would require.
I'll ask someone passing by, unless Rose knows what's the purpose of the, like, make a wish, hope for good luck, or is this something else?
Yeah, it seems like it's, from what I understand, it's a tradition for good luck. Um, from what I understand, there's like a tradition. If you stand on that walkway up there and are able to toss the coin into Timora's hand, uh, it is a sure, it's supposed to be a sure sign of her favor. Like you're gonna be lucky for quite a while, from what I understand.
But does it matter the kind of coin you throw?
Uh, I'm not sure offhand. You can
Yeah, but
ask.
I'm gonna actually take a look at this. Like, does this look like something you could make if you just tossed it normally, or does this look like something you're trying to have to aim like darts?
This would be you see. I mean, the statue has two hands. It looks like one of them is kind of like outstretched to the side, and like the hand seems like up turned upwards, and the other one seems like it is like turned upward, like the hand is reaching for the side sort of motion, like not directly, but a little off center. So uh, you would assume that it would probably be this first hand that's more level, where people are aiming. You actually do see that like only a couple, but there are a few coins that have managed to land on the hand of this statue. Mostly gold and silver, from what you can tell.
And on the other hand, there's no way for a gold to be caught in that, or would that like be like getting it stuck in there?
Uh, make an investigation check.
19.
Yeah, with a 19, you're kind of looking at this, and the way that this hand is positioned, uh, like the thumb and the index finger, like the side of the hand, are like just the right amount of space apart that you think that hypothetically somebody could like put a coin there. But with the fact that like if you overshoot it, like you'd have to put the perfect amount of force into it so that it doesn't just fall out, even if you do manage to get it between the two fingers. You you assume that you'd have to be insanely lucky to make that shot. Uh, yeah.
Now I'm looking at just a few.
Do it. Do
The thing I'm thinking about doing that could cost me dearly, and I'm very much open to that. I'm taking out from my purse a copper, silver, and a gold, and then the one of only 3 extra large 50 gold coins.
Those like crescent moon shaped coins. Yeah. For anybody who's curious, that was, I'll copy and paste just to, for anybody that wants to see these again. It's been a bit. Uh, those are the coins that he is referring to. Yeah, as you like pull this out, Rose like sees this crescent moon that you pull out. Uh, what's your passive perception again?
It's 12. It's not
Actually, let me check something because I
not
want
special.
to see something real quick. Uh, okay. All right. Um, yeah. She like as you pull this like these coins, not huge, but like palm-sized disc out. It's like, what are you doing? Like I get if you want to like put forward the tradition of whatever this is, but that's huge. That's those are not for throwing. They're certainly not for showing off like this.
And I just point to not the hand, but the second hand is like, there's a small divot there, and if I get it just right.
You're kidding, right? That it's like a 1 in 100 chance, if not way less. Probably way less. No, I take it back. Way less.
But what would their faces look like if I did?
Uh, if you're referring to the priests, I think they'd probably consider you their god or something. That should not be taken out of context.
And that just put me off entirely.
What? Being treated like a god?
Mm.
You don't want to be treated like that? Celia, just to catch you up. When do you dip? When do you leave?
We were just arriving.
What was the last thing you heard? Right. Did you get any of the description of this place?
The first sentence of it.
So, just to recap, this Tower of Luck, quote unquote, is less of a tower and more like an atrium with this glass ceiling that is actually reflecting kind of the light of the stars kind of into the temple. There is this bronze statue that is depicting a laughing young child-like figure that Rose has mentioned offhandedly to be Timora, the goddess of this temple.
Ah.
Um, I actually misspoke earlier. It's not Joaquin's temple. It's Timora's temple primarily. Uh, I just forgot. And There are a whole bunch of coins in this fountain. There is a like outcropping. What was the term? It was there was a walkway up around this statue, and there's people actually throwing coins from it, and they actually seem to be trying to land one of these coins on this statue's hand.
Oh.
Uh, there's a tradition where if you are able to land a coin in this statue's hand, you're supposed to have fortune on your side. If Othronus sees that one of the hands seems like it's obvious that you're supposed to be throwing, like this is the hand where you're able to like land a coin on it because it's like palm facing up. But the other hand has like a small gap between like the thumb and the hand itself, and he's thinking about trying to land a coin in between that gap there.
Ooh, a challenge. I like it. I like it.
So
He
he is
pulled
just
copper, silver, gold, and then he pulled out the 50 gold coin that's a 3-inch crescent moon.
Oh, God.
yeah the the large big one.
Yep.
Uh, I Rose is like reacting. It's like, okay, yeah, everything like fine if you want to do that, but why are you yanking out the harbor moon now? That's not. That's big.
He was just testing it in his hand.
I think you could do it.
And Celia, your passive perception is 12 as well. What is
Yes.
your insight bonus out of curiosity?
Insight +2.
All right. I think with even just the +2 and your passive to insight, yeah, uh, Rose seems to be a bit distressed at him pulling out this large sum of money. Like a bit more. I think you realize that's a bit more than just like, oh, this is. You probably should not be throwing this around, literally. But I think you're just not really able to pin down like is like she I don't know what's up exactly.
Yeah. I think Celia notices this, but is more inclined to see Arthronis try and get these coins in the small gap in the statue. She's gonna try and egg him on more.
Well, and put that away before anybody sees it. Come on,
What's wrong with
Frost.
someone seeing it?
It's just a large sum of money like this, and like a temple devoted to a god like of wealth and fortune and all that. Somebody's gonna try and scam him, probably. You can roll an insight if you'd like.
I'll roll an insight.
Can I roll my own?
13.
Sure. At this point, yes. 13. And Othronus? Othronus, you there?
He's rolling.
Nope, wrong one. That was investigation.
Ooh.
But natural one.
I think with that, I take it as the roll still stays the same, but you just use the right bonus.
No, there's no
And
difference. It's the same
yeah,
roll.
yeah. Uh, 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 yeah. I think with that, Athronis, you're like, what's going on? Why is
I'm
like this
still
is just
imagining the throw because I'm thinking, and no one knows this, throwing the copper, silver, gold, and then this crescent moon.
Yes,
yeah.
throw it.
Well, I think they could probably guess. Uh, uh, Celia, I think, as she's like saying like, I don't want anybody to get scammed. Uh, she does seem to be like genuinely concerned that somebody could come and see this, and not
Try to scam
or like
Orthronus.
that they could try to scam it or take it or something like that. But it seems like as well there's like some other concern there
Huh.
that she's not really being forthright about.
I think Celia will actually let out a dry chuckle.
Am I about to insult? Am I about to insult the temple by trying it with this kind of a coin?
Is that like,
I mean, I don't know if it's an insult. It's just that's a lot of money. Where do
but
you
No,
even? You
good or
know
bad.
what? I don't want to know. I don't know. Want to know where you got that?
Well, you didn't ask.
he has a point?
Somebody might. Somebody might come in asking where you got something like that.
I can tell them exactly how I got it.
And
Are you asking?
yes, I'm asking where you got that.
From a job well done.
All right. All right.
Oh,
All right.
was it really a job well done?
We got paid, didn't we?
I mean, I
Well, I
guess you're
did.
right.
Guys are talking very shadily, and I don't think that's probably a great move.
Why do people always assume that?
Right? Is it because I'm a drow?
They're
Is that
talking shady, or
Assuming a job is shady just because we don't give specifics. I know a merchant, a fish merchant. He goes every morning, he gets his fish, he sells them if he can, and takes them home to his family. I have a conversation about how he made his money. That's all he tells me. I don't immediately assume something horrible.
I think Rose is going to roll an insight check.
Look, he's a retired assassin from a few villages down, but that's not what I'm asking.
exactly? That's not the point.
That was a 10. I don't know if you want a reception.
This
Or
be
just
deception
use
or
a. I,
what kind of food is bait?
is this? I mean, do you know a washed-up fish merchant that used to be a, uh, assassin that lived a couple towns over?
I might.
Maybe.
So, with that cryptic answer, I think that's probably a deception.
Can I give him advantage because I'm also trying to back him up on his story?
Sure.
Okay, so at advantage.
Ooh, much
17.
better.
All right, all right. Just whatever you do with that, that's your decision, I guess.
All right, I'm going to test my luck anyway. And I'm going to aim my copper piece for that little slit between the hand and the thumb. Do I need to go into like a line for this, or is this just from anywhere?
Uh, sorry. Sorry, you sound in there. There is a walkway that it looks like is kind of the designated place to make these throws. That actually seems to be lined up with this slot in the hand, roughly.
And
So,
is anyone else aiming for the slot in the hand, or is there aiming for the hand?
from what you can tell, nobody seems to be aiming for the slot.
And I'm just going to wait my turn, just have all my coins in a little side pocket inside my coat. And does it look like everyone's doing just one toss at a person, or are they doing a few multiples?
There's not a ton of people making these throws right now. I mean, it's about as like a little bit more than like people tossing coins into fountains in our world. Um, so like a couple people already there. Um, it seems like most people are only making one or two, but then there's like some people that are actually there, sitting there with like, a bit of copper and silver that are just like continuously like just trying to take as much as they can and uh, seem to be here pretty regularly. Um,
That's some belief.
so, I mean, I've got to get it at some point, right? And when I do, oh boy, my luck's going to turn around.
Going straight for them gambling dens, aren't you?
Oh, you know it. Not cheating if luck's just on your side.
There you go. Okay, then yeah, definitely just going to wait my turn before I take my shots. Unless
You
anyone
know,
with me.
What was that?
he
You cut out
seems
for me.
to
I was going to wait and just take my shots when it was my turn, quote unquote, unless someone else wants to join me.
Now, Celia wants to see what you do first.
you eventually this man just like waits. I should probably cut my losses. Oh, where's the fun in that? If you want to take over from make your throws, I won't get in your way.
Sure. And if you want a fun little challenge, check out where I'm aiming for. And I'm going to make my first one with the copper to the hand.
All right. So you're aiming for the slot and not the open palm.
Yep.
All right. Roll a dexterity attack roll. Basically, is just what the roll is going to be.
So just, would this be
Like
a dex check? I don't know if I'd add my proficiency to that.
like it's a thrown. Let's see. Um, I'd say that since you're a barbarian, you're proficient in martial weapons and all that, this would count as something that you would just use your proficiency bonus as well. Basically, it's like a thrown weapon.
Okay. Just a d20.
Yeah, d20 plus dexterity plus proficiency.
Yeah, not that. A little dexterous. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With that, I think you hit it on like the wrist, I think. Uh, and it just kind of drops and like plinks into the water. That was
Close.
actually closer than I thought. Nice job.
Yeah, people always go for the palm, but it's always the side one that gets you the most.
Sure. Have you done this before, or what?
Nope, first time here. Silver.
All right. Make your roll.
And question:
10.
Is this statue like above the water, or is it like in the water? Is water pouring out from it?
It's above the water, and um, it seems like it's like on top of like it's this statue is standing on top of a fountain. Is kind of what it looks like. So there's water kind of pouring down from below it.
Okay, okay.
So with this one, I think you overshoot it this time, and I think it goes uh, like past the hand and kind of plunks into the water on the opposite side of the fountain this time.
Little too much spin on that one.
I mean, yeah. Going with the gold.
They say third time's a charm, but I've gotten lucky before.
Never know, I guess.
Ooh, 16.
Ooh.
I think with that it uh smacks into this statue's like head this time.
Athronis, you're getting worse.
Off center.
It's not about aim, it's about luck.
I mean,
Hmm.
I guess so. Are you going to throw that? Do you maybe like want to take a couple more throws before you just throw that thing into the water?
And he just looks at how he's doing it, and then he essentially turns around to do it essentially backwards, where he starts messing with the last one in his hand.
I want to try something, Lunar. I want to cast
Oh,
Unseen Servant to try and get this one to like have him help get this one land inside the hand to guide it.
all
If
right.
possible.
Yeah. So you're so Thronis, what are you doing specifically? And then we'll get into that.
I feel a little bad. She just wasted a spell.
Uh,
No, no, no.
I
Do it,
think
do it.
He turns around
well,
and
were you,
starts with it. He kind of notices that it almost misses his hand and it goes for inside his cloak. He'll notice something in it, and then like that smile on his face just kind of fades.
wait. So I didn't hear all
Oh,
that.
I
What was
didn't
that
hear that.
again? I didn't hear
Uh,
the beginning. I heard the end, but not the beginning.
Smile on his face. He was flicking the coin and just thinking about it until he like miscaught it for a second, and he had to like push it to his suit. And when he essentially made sure to check that it didn't fall, he noticed something in his coat. That's when the smile kind of faded from his face and kind of stopped.
Hmm.
Mm. So you're not gonna throw it. Okay.
Everything all right? Uh, Rose asks.
Uh, that was fine. It was fun. Nice little test of luck.
Well, now you've kind of hyped up at this point. You're not gonna make your last throw then?
Not today.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, readjust his hat to just cover his eye for a bit.
Hmm.
Of Rose, let me check something real quick. All right. Okay. Uh, Rose reaches into her coat, um, picks out a coin from it. This one's on me. And she hands you a silver coin.
Uh, did you come up to me where the standing is to do it?
Yes.
Do you believe this is something to test luck? Would this be testing yours or mine?
I think it's the throwers, probably, not the owner of the coin.
I find some people who debate that, but that's another conversation. What do you say we do it for both of us? And he just pulls
I
out another silver and essentially just trades it with hers.
All right. Sure.
Let's see whose does what. He's still doing his backwards.
So Thronis is doing his backwards. Uh, Rose is taking a position next to you. Celia, what are you doing out of curiosity?
I'm still gonna cast Unseen Servant. And still gonna try and
Specific.
lead, I guess, whoever's closest. Whoever's coin gets closest into the hand.
Are you casting the servant like on the statue to try and
Yep.
catch the coin and put it in?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to
This definitely won't
roll.
piss off the god.
It's fine.
So
I'm gonna
Dex or
roll.
what?
Yeah, go on and roll that same check, Othronus. I'll roll one for Rose.
Nope,
Rose
16.
misses. 16. And I think Celia,
Hmm.
roll a um, intelligence attack. So, like your spell attack bonus. Just kind of see how you pull this off. Like, first of all, if you're able to catch it, if you're able to
Okay.
make it
So just a
not
d20
look
plus my spell
obvious,
attack
all that.
bonus?
Yes. Yes.
24.
24.
19 plus
And what
5.
was it? Ooh, 19. Okay.
Yeah. 19 plus 5, so
Um,
24.
Let me roll for something real quick. Okay. All right. So Othronus, you are turned around as you have thrown this coin. You're throwing it over your shoulder, like kind of spinning around to throw it, and then kind of turning back around, or what?
Just over the shoulder, not looking.
Uh, you hear the sound of a coin splashing into the water. I think maybe you're disappointed for a moment. I don't
Just
know if
listening.
you're.
I'm listening for two because I know someone else did it too, and I'm assuming there are other people here.
You only hear the one at the moment. Uh, which Rose, Celia, you actually see Rose kind of turn towards you, impressed and almost a little quizzical, I think, as well.
She's quickly gonna put her finger up to her lip,
As
like, shh, don't let him know.
she's quickly what? Sorry?
She's quickly gonna put a finger up to her lip because she thinks that like Rose caught her casting a spell, and she's just gonna like quickly motion to not tell her Thronish.
Yeah, she's got the eyebrow, a raised eyebrow at that. Well, Thranis, you see that a silver coin, has landed in that small little gap between the hand and the thumb. I think there's a bit of like kind of silence looking around from this temple, and like you hear like that guy that was you were talking with earlier, kind of a distance away, say, "Holy shit!" Uh, any reaction, Othronus?
Just looking to Rose without turning around. Yours or mine? Because I heard one splash.
Yours.
Oh, he just pats her on the shoulder. That's good luck then. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you clever bastard. uh, with that, yeah, there's, I think, a crowd, a small one, beginning to kind of form around the three of you. It's like, okay, they're, I think they might want to talk, Athronus.
Your coin, not mine. And he just keeps trying to walk out.
Okay, bye, Rose. It was nice meeting you.
I don't know that.
And I'm not saying, but I'm still trying to walk away.
Yeah, Rose is trying to do that too. I guess. Roll stealth or acrobatics, I'd say, to get away.
Are they not letting us leave?
It's not that they're not letting you leave. It's just, are you able to like get away from this crowd without people like following? Mostly.
I mean, they can follow if they want. I don't know.
I feel
You
like
guys cool with
Athronus
them
is just
following?
like bulldozing his way through these people.
Yet again, it's not like a ton. It's more like just, oh my, I haven't seen anything like that in years. You truly are blessed by Timora.
Just
Tell me what.
come over to Rose.
Hey, guy. Hey, you. I let you. I let you throw. You lend me some of that luck. Come on.
I'm going to just stop for a second and just ask Rose, did he ask me to throw him to make him lucky?
I think that's what he said. I'm pretty
I mean, you
sure.
could give it a shot. Yeah.
I'm
Throw
nowhere
him.
near drunk enough for this.
Throw him. Oh.
Oh, you can fix that. We can fix that.
Let's do that then.
Uh,
Where else do you guys want to go?
Well, didn't you want to go
I mean, you
to
mentioned the temple.
the Temple of
Soon.
Soon?
Get your lovin' on. I'm sorry. That's bad.
Rose, I had no idea you were like this.
Rose, what? I thought you were proper. Okay.
I'm sorry. That was a me joke, I think. Uh, listen, I this has been fun. You guys are planning on going to the party tomorrow, right? Sounded like
Yes.
Nyla was invited.
Did Nyla say you were invited to that, or did she just tell us she was going?
You guys would remember that you're actually going, and
we
you're also working security.
we have a job at the party, I think.
Oh, really?
Right.
Something like
Said
that.
they needed extra muscle.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna run amok with you guys watching out. Just kind of gives a playful punch to your like shoulder, Athronus. Eh,
Not go and jinx this now.
come on.
Last time someone said that, yeah, let's just not jinx it.
Listen, I'm sorry I burned you, okay?
Fair enough.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Sorry, I saw you do it.
Listen. You're right, I'm not, but still, you don't have to keep bringing it up.
Listen, this has been a fun time. I think I'm gonna probably head back home before my parents realize I'm not doing whatever I told them I was doing instead of coming to a party.
See,
I'll
that's the
remember on the
thing.
way.
Here's an interesting one. Have the backup be an accessory for that kind of thinking. If you're going somewhere you're not supposed to, just have it link up to somewhere else. The reason I'm late is because during that, whatever you said you were doing, something, let's call it believable, also happened to delay you.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
That's
you
why I
were
got.
distracted by the Griffin Riders, got a little turned around, and maybe had to loop around a few times to go back.
Oh yeah. That's why I gotta love chatting with you guys. Guys
Yeah.
give all sorts of fun ideas.
I mean, by accident, you just ended up at this lovely tower of luck, and you saw some random strangers tossing coins.
What's it going to do? It's, peer pressure and that.
See?
Ooh,
Oh, sorry.
well, I think I should make my leave. Unless you had something else you wanted to say.
Nah, just good luck. You
Right.
certainly did now.
Thanks. I guess I owe you one.
Don't know if
Well,
that's how that works.
really, who really knows what's going on?
A few people do, they just don't want to say.
Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your time at the Temple of Soon. Uh, she begins to walk away unless anybody has anything else to say.
Nope.
Nope, just good night and good luck.
I'll be fine. Can
So,
I? Ooh, sorry.
oh, sorry, I was going to ask Celia. So, what was your plan for the rest of the night?
Celia will shrug her shoulders because she honestly had no plan.
But you still have to propose to her. That's yeah, you gotta fulfill Cordelia's ideas.
Oh, maybe.
I think she's
Oh.
already long forgotten about those with her knight, which we have no idea about. We assumed she
Oh,
had a
that's
lovely time
right.
with
Oh my
Paula, and
gosh.
others went wrong.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think she'll just shrug her shoulders
Can
and
I?
just go, I don't know, I didn't really have a plan. Just looking to see where the night takes me.
Oh,
Can I get you guys to roll a investigation or perception check real quick? Just out of curiosity.
9.
9.
Even with physical dice, my perception checks are bad.
That's rough. But it could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Section also a 5.
You guys are not very perceptive.
Oh
So
I don't
no.
notice anything.
So we don't see the drunk merchant almost giving away magical items.
Everything's perfectly
What was that?
So we don't see the drunk
Nothing seems to
giving
be
away magic items.
anything wrong. Nothing wrong.
Huh. Ominous. Okay.
Nothing off.
Okay.
Nothing particular is going on. Just another day in Waterdeep.
Oh, we're getting stalked and about to be murdered. Damn it.
Absolutely. Oh no. All right.
Well, he's about to tell me that I actually switched my plans at the last minute because of things. I'll be honest, it's going to be very boring. So if you want to find something more exciting, by all means.
Curious. What things?
Just figured to let you know ahead of time.
What things are you planning to get into?
Like I said, this time it's actually going to be boring.
I mean, you said that last time and it wasn't that boring.
Last time I was lying to you.
And who's to say you're not lying to me now?
You can't really know unless you come with me. But there's
Then,
always the chance that I'm telling the truth, and it is in fact very boring.
well, then I guess there's your answer. Looks like I'm coming with you.
Don't say he didn't warn you.
She'll just shrug her shoulders.
He starts making his way to the Temple of Bahamut.
Oh.
Bahamut. All right. All right. Let me. Because I believe there is. Is there one like that's actually marked? 'Cause I'm actually trying to see if I can get the right perceptions or. Sorry, I'm just gonna be a moment. All right. Let's see. You make your way to the Temple of Bahamut, which is in fact nearby. Sorry, I'm just checking. You make your way down the Street of the Singing Dolphin. Clever name. And to this building over here. That is a temple that you have frequented at times, I think, Othronus. The Temple of Bahamut.
Yep. Now, is it open or?
It is late, but I think you know that they do accept people coming in at this hour.
God.
Currently.
Sorry, I just noticed the meme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's my question. Who's to say it's not going to be both?
That's what I said.
Could be both, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he does not think that money is worthless. He just Because if he honestly thought it was worthless, he would have just tossed in a bag. That's another day for another explanation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if it's empty, he's just gonna enter.
Yeah. Celia, I think this is almost certainly your first time visiting
Oh, absolutely.
probably any house of Bahamut.
Absolutely.
They are uh, like sturdy columns, and this is this ornate entrance into this cathedral-looking temple. Large doors made of what appear to be platinum, uh, or at least coated in it. You're not really sure at the moment. Athronus enters. Do you?
I will follow behind him.
Could I? Could I get Celia real quick to make a
Please don't say perception.
uh, wisdom save?
Oh no.
Just the wisdom plus proficiency.
Okay, good, because my
Not
wisdom
necessarily a
bonus
wisdom
is 0.
save. It's, yeah.
I mean, it'd still be that is a wisdom
Just
save because I
make it-
have it's my wisdom. I'm proficient in wisdom saves.
It's the same as a wisdom save. It's just this is not. You're not like, oh hey, you're about to get.
10.
Guess what? Dominate person.
It's like, oh, this is actually just that. What do you even call it? Feeble mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Say goodbye to those spells.
Good. I ran out of spell slots anyways. Woo. 10.
10. Uh,
Wait.
I think you noticed it as
Am I
your.
attempting to be charmed?
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
I will say though, roll at advantage
Yeah.
for the fun of it.
Uh, 10's higher. We're gonna go. I rolled a 5.
Fair enough. Let's see. I think it's enough to get you to turn around. You feel these pricks kind of feeling, this like almost like something fuzzy is rubbing up against the back of your neck,
Hey.
I think. Uh, do you turn around or do you
I
ignore it?
will turn around.
I think you recognize it as a familiar feeling.
Oh no.
Do
I
I
don't-
notice her weird?
I don't like familiar feelings.
Not a super familiar feeling. You your eyes drawn towards this tall tower rising. It's several blocks away, but you would estimate that it rises about 70, 80 feet in the air. You you see that the moon, it's made of this pearly white material. Not You're not entirely sure what material it is, but the moon seems to be illuminating it brilliantly.
Oh no.
I was about to ask, are you specifically maybe attuned to any other gods who may not be on good terms with this one?
I wouldn't call it
You
a
don't feel uneasy,
tune.
in fact.
I
You
mean,
wouldn't
it might be
feel
friends. Maybe it's a good thing.
you don't feel any uneasy feelings washing over you. You actually feel kind of safe, which might be a bit of a weird feeling.
Uh Huh. Huh. Wait, and it's a
I think
full
the
moon
first
out
one-
tonight, right?
It is.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Okay. What does she do? Does she go towards the tower? Does she stay?
This feeling doesn't feel like it's pulling you directly. It's
Okay.
just there in your
It's
Hmm.
just like
mind.
a poke,
Hmm.
like a
Hmm.
poke
Hmm.
behind. The
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna keep going
hop it.
in.
You stop by. I think we just got an ad from another temple. Stopped by 3 others. Why not this one?
Hey, we heard you're interested in temples.
You know, just down the block, there's another one.
We think that you love
We
this
think that
temple
you'd love this temple.
based off of your previous search history.
Did you mean this temple? Oh god.
Uh,
But okay, since I'm
uh,
not feeling any kind of like pull or any
not
uneasiness,
a direct pull, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
would you say okay, so me the player, I think I know what this is. Would Celia know or have an inclination as to what this might be? This feeling. Would she be able to remember when the last time she felt this was?
Roll either a religion or a history check.
Dun, dun.
Which one's higher? They're both +3. That's a 15.
All right. You recall that this feeling, it certainly feels familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the last time you remember, maybe not the last time, I think you felt similarly before.
Mm-hmm.
The first time uh, was many, many years ago.
Ah.
Uh,
Okay.
when a familiar silver flame appeared
Yep.
before you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I was
Uh,
right. Woo! Okay.
uh, but this also feels different in a little bit.
Hmm.
Like there's something a little bit else,
Oh.
or like it's being, assisted by something else, but not like assisted in a sense where it's like, oh yeah, you're coming with me.
Yeah, yeah,
But just
yeah.
like there's something that I don't think you've felt
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
alongside that feeling before.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
was that sense of protection coming from the temple or from the other one? Like from that other feeling?
It's from the feeling itself. I think the vibe that you're getting from the temple itself is to say mysterious. Like it's something like it's not something that you recognize immediately unless you want to try and roll a religion check to try and know what this temple is. Uh, but yeah,
I think I know. I think Celia would know with that history. Um, I'm not gonna have a roll for the temple.
yeah,
I'm just gonna keep following Arthronis inside
yeah.
this temple.
I think this all kind of happens all at once. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is like you feel this as you're about to walk in and as you're approaching the temple as well. You
Yeah.
gotta kind of look over your shoulder, see this, pause, then head in.
Yeah, yeah.
You are very quickly greeted by the visage of a platinum dragon. uh,
Ah,
a decently sized statue, just kind of standing in the foyer, kind of head. Uh, it's in this regal pose, um, kind of all four legs on the ground, sitting position, tail swooped around itself, wings outstretched, but not like it's about to take flight, and its head pointing at you, pointing at the entrance, but at this moment pointing at you.
And just for fun, I'm actually looking back to see her reaction to this entire place.
how is her reaction to this place?
Specifically, like I put myself just behind her so she missed the dragon statue until I took a quick sidestep.
Ah, I think it did startle her a bit because of that. Um, she's not really familiar with any sort of religion in general. Um, so I don't think she was expecting a dragon statue. But I don't think she's after that initial surprise. I don't think she's like disturbed or frightened by it. She seems kind of calm.
Probably, I think the throne is not quite what you were expecting.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Oh, wait, so she looks calmer?
I think she just looks calm in general.
Not stressed out at the moment.
Yeah.
This may sound odd, but how do you feel right now?
She's gonna like think about that for a second. Safe. I feel safe.
He actually does like cock an eyebrow at that before looking at the statue.
Was I supposed to feel
I was
something
wondering.
different?
Sorry, go ahead.
Was I supposed to feel something different?
I honestly wouldn't know. You're the first person I've asked.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Uh, it's odd. You ever have a place or a person you like to talk to or go to when you need to make certain decisions or need to think about something?
Uh, she really thinks hard about that. I guess I did for a second, for a couple of years, but mostly no.
I didn't either. And then I found this place and I'm starting to make it my place to come to. Like I said, boring.
She'll quickly shake her head. So far, not at all.
Oh, now I'm a little disappointed. Thought you would have said this place was boring.
Did you want me to say this place was boring?
That's what I thought you'd say, but you didn't. It's a nice surprise.
Well, I'm
It
glad I
is.
was able to surprise you. I always like to keep people on their toes. Now, are you going to talk? And she'll kind of motion towards the statue.
I actually don't come here for that. I just come here to clear my head. I know some people like to pray to this guy. I'll be honest, I did bare minimal research on him. Best I could tell, he's accepted. He's supposedly the good guy in most stories and something of a symbol for a lot of people. And then he's going to pull out a silver rosary sort of thing that has the Bahamut symbol on it.
She will look at that
It
closely.
depicts a symbol of this on this a field of blue, a silver or platinum-headed dragon.
Hmm.
Oddly enough, I stole this from someone.
That was the thing that you stole for yourself, right?
No. This I did because I thought I could sell it for food. Or maybe something valuable. No one would buy it. Some stigma about buying stolen religious items. I don't know.
Hmm.
So I had to keep it. Eventually found out what it was. Found my way here. I don't know, this place just seems to, I don't know if it's just me or not, but everything else just kind of fades into the distance and I can think here.
That's nice to have a place where the world can just fade away.
It's a little weird because for a long time I thought this was just a place you came to be judged by things you had no idea about.
I mean, maybe this is still that place. You're just being judged in a different way.
I'm sorry you cut out the last second.
I said, maybe this is still that place, but you're just being judged in a different way.
I don't know. Maybe they're still just going over my scrap sheet. There's quite a few things on there.
It can't be all that bad.
Uh, a lot of the last few things on there might be. Not so much what I did, just how it happened.
She'll shrug her shoulders. I don't think you're as bad as you think you are.
Yeah, people always say we're our own worst, our harshest critics.
Huh.
The problem is, I wasn't a critic, and that's what I didn't like.
If you weren't a critic, then what were you?
Indifferent, and I didn't like it.
She'll kind of pause for a second. But you're not like that anymore.
I'm trying not to be. It, like I said, it was a shit situation. Certain things I didn't think I'd ever have to do or ever want to try turned out to not. It bothered me, then it didn't bother me.
But now things are different. Things that should bother you do. And she's going to open her mouth and almost say like the kids, but she closes it really quickly.
Yeah, you might have noticed back then that he had no qualm for looking for someone to rip apart.
Yeah, that, the excessive drinking, I think she caught you crying.
There's a lot of stuff.
It was a
Uh,
lot to unpack. That was a very emotional session.
It was a fun
yeah.
time.
But I
He's
think
squishy on the inside, he just don't want to admit it.
yeah, he just doesn't want to admit it. I think she'll actually reach out and kind of just place her hand on his arm.
Hold him tender, hold
Not
him
like
dear.
that. Not like that. Is it calm down?
Dang it.
But she will say, it's you care now.
I'm trying to learn, but I have honestly no frame of reference, only what I've seen and been told is appropriate.
I don't think there is a frame of reference you could go on for caring. I think it's just a matter of listening to what your heart tells you you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be feeling.
It's part of the problem. I don't know if I can put that all on just instinct when a lot of mine are not exactly nice.
But just because it's not nice doesn't mean you don't care. Caring doesn't always mean being nice.
But when other people see you do that and they don't know, they like to assume a lot.
But then that's on them and not on you. They just
They're
don't
the ones,
know the real you.
but they're the ones in charge, or they used to be.
Who who was it that used to judge you?
Old friend, old bosses. Like I said, I'm out now. Starting over here.
Then that means now the only one that can judge you is you.
I know for a fact I've been judged many times here. I'm not
Yeah,
always going to listen to what they say, but I know it's happened.
but that's the thing. You won't listen to what they say. And you
Doesn't mean they
shouldn't.
won't do it. Well, not all the time, but I'm not going to not listen to anything. I think we both know there are certain people who can do a lot to make trouble for you when you don't listen to them.
Yes, but if you're trying to judge yourself on whether or not you're a good person, sometimes the only person that can answer that is yourself.
Problem is, I already did, and I'm just trying to change the answer.
Then doesn't that make you a good person now? You're working to fix those parts of you that you don't like. And you're brave enough to admit that you have faults.
I mean, as brave as that is, or tempting, it only matters if it works. I can say it all I want, try all I want, unless it actually works. It's not going to do anything. Tried quitting drinking once. He actually just breaks out into a smile.
I think Celia will actually chuckle a little bit at that. I'm sure that went wonderfully.
Did. Sobering day. I realized a few things. Didn't help or hurt my temper. Didn't keep me out of trouble. Didn't make me less fun. Didn't really improve or really unimprove my life.
So you lasted one day.
It was an eventful day, but yeah.
She'll kind of chuckle again. I think you should just keep being you, Athronis. You're more of a good person than you give yourself credit for.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence, but like I said before, different people, different standards.
And whose standards are you trying to reach?
I don't know. I thought they were mine, maybe an old friend, but lately I just don't really know.
Well, as your new friend, I can tell you, you are a nice person, a good person.
Bearing him a friend.
Mhm.
This is character development. Now they're bound to get married.
I
Oh,
think for a minute. Oops, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Yeah. There's, I think, just as you kind of pause, there's a stillness in the air. It's late. There's no large amount of sound coming from the street, and the temple is quiet. Just you, Othronus, you, Celia, and this large statue
This large statue of a dragon.
staring.
Yeah, you'll notice that he actually does like unfurl his tail and take off his eye patch just for a second to get the air. I just waited like about maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 minutes before he covers himself up again.
Has your mind cleared?
It has. Probably would have been a waste to waste that big ass coin.
It
Would have been fun
probably
though.
would have. Still, now fortune's on your side. And she'll kind of elbow him playfully.
I think it's on hers for now. Wasn't my coin, remember?
I thought you guys agreed to share it. It's on both of you guys.
No. No, I gave her one of mine. I took hers.
Mm. Well, I'm sure if you tried again, fortune would once again be on your side. And she kind of smirks a little bit.
Oh, did you mean today or tomorrow?
I don't know how late it is. I don't know if we'll be allowed back in today.
It's I think at this point, yeah, it's getting
It's pretty late.
like 12:30, 12:45. Like maybe if you run, you can watch as they lock the doors.
No, I'm finished for tonight, and it's far past the time I thought to get back to the other temple.
Yeah, I think it's about time we call it a night. But this has been
I think
fun.
that might be wise in game and out of game.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
yeah.
sorry. I think you're still talking in character. Are you talking in character or out of
I
character?
was
You said
talking
that
in
this.
character. Um,
Yeah, no,
Second,
sorry. I'm sorry.
but I think the point still stands both in and out. Um, I don't know if
Yeah,
Athronis has anything else he wants to say.
we're
no,
doing.
that's
Yeah.
it.
So, do you want to um, make your way back to Trollskill Manor, or do you want to investigate this tower?
Do you tell him about that?
Okay, when I step outside, what do I see with this tower?
Yeah, you see, it's this large domed building tower thing, pearlescent white, almost glittering in the moonlight. Um, make a perception check if you would like to see more, I think. I know you're great at those.
Wait, does she tell me about it or not?
I think you'll probably see her
Uh,
staring at it intent. Yeah, she's trying to figure out what detail she could see because she rolled an 11.
Can I help her out, or is that my own role?
I mean, you can roll your own roll and then share what you see.
Sure. Perception?
Yeah.
Five, twice in a row.
Oof. That is not great.
Oof.
Um, yeah, you don't really see like, I think you see the tower in the distance, but I don't think you really necessarily put together that's directly what she's staring at. Um, I think it probably catches your eye. Ooh, sparkly, glittery. But yeah, nothing too much more with it. Seems to be another temple of some kind. Uh,
I one more for the road, or
One more for the road. She sounds a little bit hesitant, but I think a part of her does want to go to that temple.
let's go.
so you wanting to go along with that?
Yep.
All right. And I think we'll pick up with them there next time.
Woo.
If
Yeah.
you would like, we can go back to Cordelia real quick and check in with
Did
her
they
and
make it
Fala.
home okay?
Are they in a
Yeah,
high-speed wagon
let's
chase?
see. You know what? That sounds plausible.
True.
That
Sounds like
sounds like
fun.
Did she accidentally
I
run
mean,
across
that
his wagon as Duncan's like trying to run somewhere else, and this is now just a high-speed shoot off?
And you hear the sound of
that
gunshots in the
sounds
distance.
very plausible.
It's around the corner. Wham! No, I'm kidding. At least for the moment. Uh, so, um, Cordelia, you are out of sorts. Um,
Mhm.
uh, with your Fala, as you were in this carriage, kind of rocking back and forth a bit. Um, Fala is
Mhm.
encouraging you to rest as she
Mhm.
begins to tend to your wounds. Um,
Mhm.
uh, she isn't really able to do too much with the limited supplies she has available. But when
Mhm.
the two of you make your way over to Trollskull, or not Trollskull Alley, not Manor, um, you uh, she helps you out of the cart and brings you into the uh, her shop, her home.
Uh-huh.
Um, she lays kind of clears off space on a table and it's like, I'm not. I am trained medically a bit, but it's not exactly my specialty. But we'll see what we can do. Um, uh, she,
I trust you.
yeah, and, thanks. She whips up a couple of ingredients, runs upstairs, grabs a few things, actually sets a pot to boil while getting other things ready. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Begins to mash something up into what you could assume to be a salve of some kind. Um,
Mm-hmm.
um, Takes a little bit and says, "Here, chew on this."
All right. Does it taste bitter, sweet, nasty?
Uh, Not even it tastes. I think the most accurate description would be like uh, mulch licorice.
Okay,
uh,
so not the worst thing in the world.
Not the worst thing, but not the best thing either. Black licorice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Right.
uh, with a little bit of like sour in there as well.
Ooh.
Uh, she then also begins to take some of this uh, medicine and actually, uh, is it? I'm gonna need to apply this to the injured area directly. Is it all right if
Uh,
I?
of
And
Oh.
her face starts to flush a little.
Ooh. Nudge,
oh,
nudge, wink, wink.
of course. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh,
So,
I think,
yeah.
yeah, I think that might. I'm not sure where that
Yeah.
goes necessarily. She definitely makes sure
You know
that
what? A little
you
kissy
are
face can happen
treated.
from there.
She definitely makes sure that you are treated, and
Mm-hmm.
encourages you to not stress that area, like run
Mm-hmm.
around or uh, anything too strenuous. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I think there's some kind of brace that I don't know if she gets some kind of makeshift brace for you. I don't know whether that's
Taping,
the next
wrapping.
morning. Wrapping, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
helps tape you up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Cool.
so, uh, do you think that they have any talks through the night that we should do now, later, or something
Um,
like that? We could also pick up with this next session as well.
um, they might talk. Yeah, I mean, we could pick this up next week, but definitely, I mean, as a blanket statement, some rustle-frussling about Silas Duncan. What can we do about him? Hmm. And when
I,
I get better, I'm
uh,
gonna whip him
I'm
into
gonna
next
kick your
year.
ass. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It. Uh, she lets you vent. Uh, so I think that is a wrap for the session. You guys
Whee!
enjoy?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Any
This was super
I
nice.
was
problems?
totally waiting for Silas
Mm.
to be like, "Oh, you don't want to do
Good
that
man.
because I've got your family." I was totally expecting that. I was like braced. I was like, "Okay, all
Now
right,
just wait, just wait. That
it's
reveal
gonna
comes
happen."
later.
And he didn't. But the thing with the police officer reporting her,
I mean,
oh, that
everything
got
he
me.
said was true.
Mm-hmm. But out of context.
I
No, actually, in context, you just assaulted him.
Yeah, no, I mean you
You just straight up
did pull
shot
a gun
someone.
on him and then shoot him unprompted.
Yeah, yeah, but they don't know the context of what he's done to her.
Of course not. They're just two
I'm
strangers.
It's a multi-paneled piece of
I
art
am just imagining
here.
this you this being said by somebody who did kill somebody that in a similar situation. It's like, yeah, but you didn't know him. He was a dick.
Like
He
if
was
he
harassing my
got
family.
Yeah.
acquitted and
No, obviously,
actually one shot
Mhm.
it.
obviously, no, he is not great. But
No,
un-
but it makes it great to
yeah, I'm glad that you had the
it's
reaction that you
fantastic.
did to him,
Yes.
actually
Mhm.
sharing all this stuff. Because, yeah,
I'm surprised it didn't give a vague notion of, and in your opinion, if such a vile man like you've described me as, what would he do if he did have your family captured and you just shot him in the face?
Mhm. See, that's faster thinking on your feet than what I can do there. I just know how to be Russell, angry Cordelia, that's about it.
rootin', tootin', cowboy shooting. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
Mhm.
who knows? This
nowadays,
might be a way to get your dad because someone's got to bail you out. And if you're arrested, they're likely going to look for your dad to get him to bail out.
Ooh,
Makes
right.
sense, makes sense. That sounds like a great plan. Let's get Cordelia arrested.
yeah,
Things to think about.
yeah, you don't know what's going
I
on
mean,
with
I was totally
Silas at the
expecting her
moment.
to go to jail. Yeah, I have
Is
no
he
idea
really
what
still
he's doing there. I mean, he said
looking for
other
your dad?
business. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hmm.
So I think,
And I have the sneaking suspicion we might see him at the ball whenever
I
we
have a
get
feeling
there.
we're going to see a lot of people at the party, and I am not ready for this.
I'm working security, so I'm not going to
you're
be in the party.
you're not ready. I've got
That's true.
police
You
character.
got so many characters you have to do.
No, I mean, yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Just make
It's
it,
fine.
just imagine it like a train cart. Just the first train, then you go into the next cart. Have that ready in a separate little binder or like a sheet of paper.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely planning on I'm not everybody's you
At
don't
the
go to a
same
ball and have
time.
a conversation with everybody at the ball. It's just
Now, you move from
you're
room to
gonna room to
Mhm.
room,
room is
person
everyone from
person.
your past, and that room's everyone from your
Oh
past.
no. Alright, so we're in Cordelia's room. Now it's going to transition over to Celia's. And then Arthronis.
And then Nyla's room, and it's just her disappointed parents and Rose.
So it's just a bunch of mirrors, some drinks, everything's gold.
Kidding.
It's Rainier's wife.
Oh man, that would be awkward.
Be hilarious.
I do ship Celia and Othralis, though. They both seem like world-weary people who just need somebody to chat with
Yeah.
and then go on and do dangerous things together.
Oh, Thrawn
And or
got that in
illegal.
spades, but he kind of had to leave.
Dangerous and illegal.
I think
I
Celia just had
Mhm.
the people to do illegal things with.
I I'm not sure if I ship them, though I do agree that they at the very least they have a budding friendship.
Mhm.
But I could also very much see the ship. And I'm not saying no to the ship. I mean, not that I would say no to anything like that in the game between two characters.
Mhm.
'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
interesting.
always a risk because there's a good chance they're going to get themselves killed, as we've seen
Also,
last session.
yes.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Celia's very much sure, I'll do it. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen kind of girl?
yeah.
And yeah, what's the worst that could
Well, I'm
happen?
gonna head to bed, guys. This was a fun
Yeah.
session.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see
Take
you Wednesday,
care.
and we'll pick this up
Have a
Good night.
Monday.
nice
And yeah.
night.
Yeah, yeah.
Enjoy.
All right. See
Yeah.
you guys. Have a good night
Night.
and a
Good
good
night.
day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Yeah.